Right, now we're recording. This is going to be support and resistance 101. So basically, we had this conversation. Thanks, Cuddy. Jesus Christ. Sorry about that. I have to edit that or I won't. Sit. Thanks. All right, so this is basic support 101. So here what we have is resistance and support. Basically, in another sense, we call it levels. That's what I call it. I call it levels. You have your support and your resistances. Or in other terms, your support would be demand and your supply would be resistance.
Okay.
Okay? So
I'm gonna write this down.
you don't have to write this down. You can actually have this video. Okay? So as you can see, you see what's happening with the mouse?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go here to drawing set and I'm going to choose basically price level. So price level, what it does is it makes a horizontal line going straight across the screen. So what I'm going to use this price level as our support mark and our resistant mark. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So on any chart, support would be the lowest price possible. We could have a first support, second support, and a third support. And by that meaning, you can have different levels of support. You have basically back test. We call it back testing a level. So in this case, I'm using Snow as a basic chart. It's a 4-hour and it's an IPO stock. So basically it has a clean chart. There's no mess. It's not messy. So this will help us. And you're going to do the same thing. So this is a 4-hour chart. Okay. We have our support here. So what I do is sometimes I like to hover over that candle. You see this candle here?
Uh-huh.
So what I like to do is hover over that candle. I like to look at the top. If you look up here at the top here, you get to see the lows, the close, the open, and the high.
Okay.
So the low would be support. So the low here is 208.55. You can either adjust this, edit it if you want to, and put the exact 208.55 there if you want to. You don't really have to, as long as you measure it as close as possible. If it looks like it's on it, then keep it there.
Okay.
So this is our support, our first support. Our next support is going to be where you're going to see there's a lot of price action happening. So when you're doing supports, you also have, this is more than support and resistance. You're going to get trend lines in this as well because I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm in a zone right now. I'll be honest. I'm in a zone and I feel like a teacher and this is like crazy. I love it. So what I usually do, like this would be something like when you get into it, you start understanding. So I got a trend line here. I'm going to talk a lot right now.
Okay.
Okay. So for my support down here, I'm going to use this trend line to start from there. That's my starting point. My ending point is going to be the lowest support going up this line. That would be here. If I brought this in, it actually lines up with here as well. And it's not actually using the wick. The wicks are basically the tail, the line within the candle. That's a wick. You understand what that is?
Uh-huh.
Okay, you're going to get wicks. You're going to get very long wicks from the bottom of the candle. You're going to get very long wicks from the top of the candle, like this wick up here.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So I'm drawing our trend line here for our support, whatever, going up. So this is our first line we have here, our first support. This is a very important support. If we lose this support, price goes way beyond low. We have no idea how low it can go. But let's get back to it. So I'm going to duplicate this line. You following?
Yeah.
If I'm talking too fast or anything, you can tell me.
Okay.
All right. So what I'm going to do is take our support line and we're going to move it up slowly and this is how we find other support areas where you see the price tested, bounced, anywhere there's a significance of candles closing where you get inside of the candle body. So here on this end over here, I'm actually going to use this support right here. I like it. And I'm going to tell you why I like it.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry if you hear the chomping. He is going in on his bone that I'm about to throw upstairs.
It's okay.
So here I use this because this candle basically closed here. This candle opened here and still closed above it. So this is our secondary support. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this candle, it created a wick here, but it tested below this price as well, but still managed to close above it. So here the price came down, as you can see here, and it tested it again. So this is a strong support area. As you can see, this will be our secondary support. And then if you come to this area right here on our first support, basically our primary support here, you can see that price bounced here, and it still managed to close above our 224.42 level, which is this, okay? So this is our support level. This will be our secondary support. This is our primary support, which is 208.55. So with that being said, we're going to I'm actually going to clear this now. We're going to duplicate again. We're going to duplicate our support level. Salute. And we're going to move that up to the next support, the next where the most, you'll find the most demand for that price action. This would be another one, but I don't like it. I like this one here because it actually tests our rising trend line here. Remember that?
Yeah.
You're gonna see patterns like crazy when you start getting into chart reading. You're gonna see patterns. You're gonna be like, I don't need to do all the extra stuff. I see a pattern there. Okay, so this is our trend lines here. This is a support, and this is a rising trend line here. So we are bouncing off support and testing the rising trend line, which is also our support too.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so as we go up, in a sense, we're close to that same support. So I use this 231.48 as our third support, okay? And this, well, coming down, that would be our first support, second support, third support. So this would be our first support, which is key level. Now from here, I want to talk more about, hold on, let me clear this. Let me clear these arrows. I'm going to talk more about resistance now. Now that we got with the support, now we need to get into the resistance. Now with resistance, it's going to be your overhead. It's going to be a price point where you have a lot of supply. You have sellers, because as price goes up, you have somebody at the next peak waiting to come down, basically sell or unload. So we're going to do we're going to duplicate these horizontal lines. Again, we're going to move it up to the highest price point. The highest price point on this chart is what?
I don't know. Is it where that blue one is?
Where the purple one is at, correct.
Okay.
That's the highest candle. That's the highest price point on any of these candles here.
Okay.
Left to right, okay? Always remember that. So I really don't have to draw a line there. I could just duplicate that line up there. So let me just remove this one. So this is the highest price point. Now you want to find the next, well, going up, you want to find your resistance. So these are going to be, we're going to do it like this. I'm going to duplicate this.
How did you get that price point though for that purple line? Like how do you know that that's where it goes?
Because if you look here, this from the first day of IPO, you always count from there. So if the highest point of the IPO price was 319. The lowest price was 231.11. Okay?
Okay, so it's based off that wick where you're arrow?
Yes, correct. And that's from day one.
Okay.
Okay, so now you start looking at, now you have a new support here, made a new low, right? We're coming over here, we're bouncing up, testing another support area, we're coming down a new low. Okay. So these price points are all coming from this first one. So now you have the new low on these candles. Now you're getting a bigger range. Now this is your full range from 319 to 208.55 as your low. Now you're within that. That's your price range.
Okay.
So if you're a math person, you would be like, okay, I want to find what's the medium of these two numbers. I want to find the midpoint of those two levels. That would be your key support and your key resistance for the downside. So to explain what I'm saying in regards to that, I'm going to do this. Your highest point is 319, correct? Your lowest point is 208.55. Let's just round these off to the nearest. So 319 and 208. Let's do 209, right? So the midpoint there, let's see what I'm going to do. I can do, probably could do a half rectangle. I mean, if you want to calculate it, you can calculate it how you want to. I'm trying to get I'm going to get the middle right now. Hold on, let me bring this to the bottom. I mean, you can do it this way. You can do it any way you want to. I'll bring this up more. And all right, let's just say this is the midpoint. So in between here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the midpoint of price. I'm going to use a horizontal line so I can mark it. Perfect. All right, now let's get rid of these rectangles. All right, so back to annotation. Salute. So we have our support, which is 209, and we have our resistance, which is 319. And we have the mid price point, which is what?
263.77.
Okay. Now, when the price drops below that, 263.77 is support or resistance now?
Support.
Why is it support? If the price drops below 263.77, is that, and the price, let's say the price closes at 262, is 263.77 resistance or is it support?
Resistance.
Correct. Okay, so resistance is always the highest price point above whatever the current price is, whatever the closing price is. Okay? Okay, so now 263 is your midpoint. We have this. This is our midpoint here. Now, if you look at price, we're above the midpoint now. When we were trading here, we were below the midpoint. We were below the midpoint, which makes now we have 263.77 as resistance. But now price is above resistance. Resistance turns into support now.
Okay.
So now, in a sense, they have these things called the Fibonacci Fibonacci replacement and extension. That I'll teach you. It's another way to cut corners and using support and resistance. That's why I love support and resistance, because the Fibonacci's will clean this up in 1 second for us.
Okay.
And you'll find all your demands and your supports and resistance. You'll know where to sell at and you know where to buy at. We'll get into that next with support and resistance. Like I said, if you're at resistance, your goal is to sell. In other words, your goal would be to short. You're betting that the price goes back down. And if you're at support, you're the demand. You're the buyer. You want that to come down at that support. You're like, you know what? Price is trading at 300. I'm willing to pay 290 for it. And you know damn well 289 is basically like the lowest it could go and bounce off from. But you're being smart. You want to buy like just a little bit higher, so you can get into that price. So back into it. So this is our mid price. So while mid price, now we're trading over it. What I like to do is confirm. So this is a 4-hour chart. A 4-hour chart is made by 1 day split in half. Okay, that's a 4 hours. One of my favorite charts. The 4-hour and the 4-day. The 4-day is made of 4 days into one candle. The 4-hour is made of 2 candles in 1 day.
Okay.
So the goal here is you want to be above 263.77, which is currently support. You want to confirm on 6 H4 candles. Or in that sense, you want to confirm on 3 days. And if price stays above 263.77 and it keeps bouncing off that support, where's the next level? Is it going to go up or down? If price is bouncing off of support, right? So let's say price, it goes up to here, comes back down here, it tests this level, comes up, comes down, but still manages to close above this level and it bounces here.
It'll go up.
It's going to go up. And what's going to be the price? What would be your target?
The 319.
That is correct. That would be a target, because now you're finding like they don't want it to come back down here. They don't want it to break below 263.77. They want it to hold.
Okay.
So your next goal is to go for 319. I'm going to teach you how to buy that when it comes to trading options. But right now, remember, this is support and resistance. I'm giving you in different forms. All right. So I'm going to clear these arrows. Okay. Now This is what's going to happen. You ready for this?
Yep.
Okay. You got good memory?
Maybe.
Okay. You got good memory?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. You got good memory. I want to confirm you have good memory.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. It's all yours now. You ready?
Yep.
You got that? Let me see. Move it.
How do I draw though?
Oh, so is it still on? Nah, it's not on that. So you're going to go to drawing set down here. Go ahead.
Okay. Like that?
Yep, click it. All right, so next to drawing set, you're gonna see that little dollar sign. Nope, next to it. That is gonna be all your tools. So
Okay.
go to the price level.
That's this?
Mm-hmm. That's your horizontal line, correct. Show me resistance, the highest resistance point on this, or the price level on this chart. You bring it all the way over too, so it just crosses. Nope, the other way. So that goes back that way. So it's like, nope, back to the left. Yep.
This way?
Yeah. Oops. You got it. That's perfect. That's good enough. All right. I want you to show me the second resistance.
The second resistance?
Yep. The second highest resistance. Okay. I want you to show me the primary support. Why is that support, Anna?
Because it's the lowest?
Lowest what?
The lowest cost?
Go ahead. It's the lowest what?
The lowest price. The lowest wick?
Correct. Yes, that is correct. Right. The lowest price was correct.
Okay.
Okay. Now I want you to show me the second support. And what usually happens around support with price?
It bounces, right?
Correct. So you want to look for where the candles are, like there's the most action around those candles, those levels going across.
Okay. Do I want to be like, what's the difference between the yellow and the blue
The yellow,
candles?
you want to focus more on the candle body than the wicks. Only
Okay.
the wicks if it's a lot of wicks going across, but you don't want to focus on the wicks. You want to focus more on the candle bodies.
Okay, so like right here.
Okay. Do you feel like you can get a better one? Don't be afraid to add another line if you want. You can. Give me one more support from 224 up.
Um,
No, actually, no. No supports from here. Okay, you have two reds, right? All right. Now we're gonna create a new level.
Okay.
So if you look at this chart, doesn't this look like a clean channel? Like it looks like the top two lines are the same, just as wide as the bottom two lines.
Yeah.
Crazy how that works, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is basic charting. This is just support and resistance. This is how patterns come about. You start seeing things. I don't know if the person who came up with charts in the market was high or something. I don't know, but it's pretty interesting. Like you're gonna fall in love with this. I'm telling you now. Just I'm sorry to tell you that, but you're gonna fall in love with this.
I'm
It's
excited.
amazing. You're gonna be like, yo, why 6 years ago you didn't tell me about this? Swear to God. I'm telling you, watch. All right, so from 224, show me the next resistance level.
The next resistance?
Yep. From 224 to 62 level, show me the next resistance. All right, let's do it this way. From 207.33, what's the next resistance level?
Here?
Hmm?
Would it be here?
No. From the lines already drawn, we're gonna use just those levels right now. From 207.33, what's your next resistance level?
The 224?
That is correct. And then from
Okay.
224, not using anything in between on the candles, what is your next resistance level or next biggest resistance level?
302.58.
Okay, we're getting it. This is what I want. Okay, so from 320.22, what is your support level?
302.58.
Okay, we got it. Now we're going to use the candles inside between 302.58 and 224.62. Now, how are we going to do this? I'm going to tell you where we are currently trading at. I'm going to give you a price. You ready for this?
Sure.
When I give you this price, I'm going to tell you what is your support area from this price.
Okay.
Okay? And I'm going to ask you what is your what is your resistance area as well.
Okay.
Price is currently, the close right now is 264.68. The price is currently 253.18. What is your support level from 253.18?
224.62.
Okay, we're not using that level. I want you to create the next support level from that level.
Oh, okay.
18, okay? This is your demand area. Don't forget. So look for 253.18. Right? You start from there and there you go. Your next demand area. You want to use every single body candle going all the way back to the first candle. The higher go ahead, you got this.
So do you want the support for this?
I want the support from 253.18.
Okay. Would it be this?
That is also a support, but you're going from 253. Go to 253.18.
Mm-hmm.
That's about there. Okay. And what was your support?
Right here.
That is also a good support, but there's another support from 253.18. Go to 253.18. I'm going to show you something. Click on it. Oh yeah, you're allowed to click on it too. If you don't get 253.18 exactly, you can do 253.19. You can just click on it. Okay, now you get to move it. Now bring it all the way to the left. Bring it down to 253.18. Close to it.
Yeah.
Okay, right there. Keep it right there. So what is your next support level? Activate. You got to right click 252.84 to activate the horizontal.
I have to right click it.
Yeah. Right click it to get access to it, to activate it. There you go. And go to activate at the top.
So my support would be the 224, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
No. Sorry. You're going from 253.18. From 253.18, what is your next support? Are you keeping it at 252.84? Look at the price. Look at the prices going across. You see a lot of price action there. Look at these candles. This is your next support, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Correct. There's a lot of demand there, and I'm going to show you. You got here. You have here. Price touching. You have a lot here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you have from IPO price. You have here. This is also a breakout area. Breakout areas are very key to, as breakout meaning price went from 250 to 84 and it went all the way up to here to the top of this candle up here.
Okay.
And then it came right back down to this level again to retest. So now that we're above this level, okay, so this was a resistance, okay? I'm gonna show you something. This was a resistance for quite some time. 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and then it broke out on the 5th time.
Mm-hmm.
Now resistance has become support, which is here. Now this is now support. Any back test, you're gonna buy this. You're gonna just keep buying this level. Anytime the price comes down here, you buy it. And by the time it's done testing, let's say 2 times, it's gonna break out to 302. That's gonna be a target. Okay?
Okay.
Now, that was your support. Price is, and you're gonna take over this one. I'm gonna actually take over now. This, let me duplicate this. Price is trading. I'm gonna leave it at a price. The price is currently 264.13. Where's the next resistance? What is the next area of resistance or supply?
302.
Bring it there. Wait, no. You're not using the red lines. You're using the candles in between.
Oh.
You have to use the candles. You're not using the red lines. Now those are up, like those are not there. So you now take control of that. The next resistance from that current price of 264.13. What is the next resistance area?
I have no idea.
So resistance is what?
Demand.
That is no.
Supply.
Yes, that is supply. So that's your overhead. Like, remember when you said 302.58 was going to be your resistance?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know that is resistance. That's your overhead. But now we're using the candles. You got to use all of these candles that are above 264.13. Okay?
Okay.
I want you to bring this line up to the next resistance from 264.13. You can use the wicks too.
Okay.
So take it and move it.
This line?
Nope, the black one, the one that's activated.
Okay.
The 264.13 line, yeah. Move that to the next, up to the next resistance. So anything above 264.13, grab it.
Oh, I didn't grab it?
Yeah, you gotta take it.
So it would be here?
That is another good resistance, yes. That's perfect. That's also a level where price basically stopped at and it's actually retesting. That is correct.
Okay.
Okay. What is the next resistance area?
Here?
I want you to use, so I told you not to, all right, you don't want to focus too much on wicks. I'll get into that as another lesson as well. The candle body closing. So actually, you know what? Keep that there. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to put it as an hourly. We're going to see if there's actually something over there from IPO. Nothing. Okay, so he chose 293.41. Actually, yes. Okay. Yep. Closed above it. Then it closed below it, but it retested there. 293.41. Okay. We got that. Okay. Now let's rebuild this. You got good memory, don't forget, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, good memory. It's gonna get complicated now because I'm actually making the chart smaller. Yep. It sucks doing it this way. Crap. Actually, nah, we're gonna do another chart. What has a nice chart right now that I like? This is actually falling too. I've been trading this one a lot. Let me clean up my everything here. All right. You ready for this? And this is how we're gonna do it. Anything only within the screen. You don't have to adjust anything else beyond that. So I'm gonna use just this here. Let's do this. Take control. Give me the price level. I want you to, yeah, okay, get it. What did you just do?
The support.
Okay, what support is that?
I don't remember what it's called.
That's your main support. That's your lowest price point ever.
Okay.
Okay. Show me the highest resistance points here. And if somebody says resistance point, you can be like the highest price point.
Okay.
Okay. Lock it. All right, from the last closing candle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Show me the last closing candle was that. Hover above it. Correct. What is the next support area? You could click the horizontal line just to get started from there. Yep. And move all the way across the screen. So you can go back. Start. Go to the last candle. No, but bring all the way across the screen.
Oh.
Yep. And use the last candle. There you go. You're gonna see something. Okay, right there. Nope. What is the next support area? Going across the board here. Would you consider that a support area right now where it closed at? Because when you go across it, it's testing a lot of candles or no?
Yeah.
Lock it. I want you to draw me another support area from that current price of 62.47. After these lessons, you're gonna see why there's these other technical tools that are on the screen too. And then you're gonna be like, why we didn't just do that? This is how you get it because everything is tied to each other. That's another support, but you're working from the bottom, not from the top. So I'm gonna get rid of this.
Okay.
We're gonna start from 62.47. So click that line on this side. So I'm gonna start it up for you. So we're gonna click it, bring it to the next support area. There's a lot of cluster going down from here, going sideways below that support.
Like here?
Go up a little bit. Go up some more.
That one?
Up some more. Now look across that price. What do you notice? Click it. Lock it. Now I want you to annotate. Click that.
Click what?
Annotate at the top. Go to the top. You gotta hover over that. Annotate.
Why don't I see annotate?
It's right above your cursor. You see what says Porsche? That's annotate.
Oh, you know what? I think because of the Zoom thing, I can't get to it.
Oh, you can't do it, but okay. So all right. So damn. Okay, so I'm gonna do it for you then. All right, that's perfect. All right, so what I want you to do is hover when I'm gonna ask you these questions. Okay, you chose that level, correct?
Uh-huh.
Why? Show me where there's a lot of price action. Hover over it.
Right here.
Can you move it or no?
No.
All right, so now you can. Yeah.
Move
Okay.
the line?
Yes. So you see, if you go across, now I'm gonna take this O. If you see that line, look what price did here. Just hugged it. Just hugged it. Same thing over here. Hold on, let me actually go back. Undo. Literally right here. Right here. Right? So you have that. So that's a good support. I want you to draw me one more support. Let's say let's use key support. The next key support, meaning another big area where the price is like very concentrated.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Remember click? No, it's already there. You should be able to do it. That's your next support area.
I think.
No, that's a good one. But I want more distance, more wide. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. That's actually a really good support area. I'm actually not gonna lie to you. That's a really good one. Actually, we'll keep that. Give me another one.
Okay. Yes or no?
Yes. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Yes. Perfect. From the lowest support area, which you drawn was a wick, draw the lowest support area candle, the actual body. Perfect. How is it to you? How you feel about this right now?
It's starting to make sense.
It's starting to make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? I'm going to give you a price.
Okay.
So we're currently 62.47 is where we close that, also a support area. What's the next support area from the lines you drawn?
60.71.
So at 60.71, if you go all the way back, would you be a buyer there, or would you wait for another support? Remember the focusing on where the congestion at going across with price.
Yeah, I would buy there.
I would too. Now you see those little squiggly lines?
Yeah.
Those are my favorite. Those are my three ladies. That's what I call them, right? Those are my 14 and 30 SMAs. Plus, it's a 20 SMA, which I use with the Keltner channel. Sorry for this. This guy's just being a pain in my butt.
It's okay.
So those go with where you had your price and your support and resistance levels. You see that?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's also a demand. So price is definitely gonna go there, bounce off of there, and possibly go where. So if the price bounce off at 60.71, what's the resistance level?
62.47.
That is correct. Getting it?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I think I gotta get a better chart. It's getting easy. Okay. You wanna know something interesting?
Yeah.
This took me weeks to get when I self-taught myself. I just try to like change it. Like, I don't know, I try to be quick with things.
Yeah. It's
You know?
cool that you self-taught though.
Huh?
It's cool that you taught yourself.
I love it. Now I want to show you something. So these are your lines, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna bring my custom lines. These lines I customize these. I'm gonna do what you just did, but easier. You're gonna be like, why the hell we didn't do this in the first place? So I'm gonna use your highest resistance,
Okay.
and I'm going to bring it down to your lowest support. Notice anything while I'm doing that?
It's doing the lines.
Yeah. Now we're gonna see how good you did. How many lines have you missed? If you came very, very close to a line, we're gonna count it. How many lines did you miss? Or that was not touched? So look at your lines, which is the red lines. If there's no blue out on it, that's how many lines didn't touch or wasn't a significant area.
So 1, 2, 3.
All right, tell me those price points.
69, 65, 80, 51, and
No, not those. Your prices, your colors. That's just pure red. Those blues you don't have to worry about. We're talking about your red lines. Your red lines, I didn't touch my blue line.
Oh, okay. 62.47. 58.35. And 46.92.
Correct. Those are key price levels. Okay.
Okay.
If you open up another chart, you actually see why it's that. This is why this 51 was more of a demand than the other one. Actually, did you do this line? No, you didn't land this one, right? Nope. 51. Now you see why price. This is why we're price tested. You're gonna watch this video 3 times and you're gonna start trading in like 3 weeks. I swear to God, I'm gonna help you. I'll fund the account for you. I love to see people grow. Yeah, all the crosses was tested. So that's me testing you so fast. That was 101. That was support resistance 101.